Hey guys, welcome to Craving for Baking. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make delicious pumpkin swirl cheesecake using these bad boys. So here are the ingredients so we can get started making this cheesecake, and if you guys fancy checking out my no bake cheesecake recipes, there'll be a link to that playlist and it will also be in the description if you are using your phone. So we're not going to be using pumpkins whole, we're going to turn them into a puree, so you want to put that to the side. So into this large bowl I'm going to be adding in my cream cheese, and if you're in the UK like me and you can't get a hold of cream cheese, the Philadelphia block kind, then you want to use soft cheese. It's really the same thing but just a bit softer, and if you are in a place where you're lucky enough to be able to find some Philadelphia cream cheese blocks, then go ahead and use that. So I'm just going to be adding the cream cheese or soft cheese into my bowl, and I'm going to be giving that a nice whisk. Of course you guys can use a handheld whisk or a whisk that you normally use to do it by hand, or you can use a stand mix, so it's really up to you. You just want to mix that until you get a nice and fluffy mixture. And then you want to add in your sugar, and I'm using granulated sugar, but of course you can use caster sugar as well, but I just do not suggest using icing sugar since you're really going to have to experiment with how much sugar you add. And then you want to mix that in to make sure it's very nice and incorporated. And then I'm going to add in my vanilla extract followed by 1 egg. And I finally learned how to crack the egg open with one hand. Woohoo! So then I'm just going to mix that in to make sure it's really well incorporated and the egg is combined and you can't see any egg yolk in there. You want to make sure that it's all broken down and nice and combined. And then you want to crack in the second egg, and then you also want to mix that in. So at this point you will see that it's very silky and not very thick. It's perfect. Here I added in some whipped cream, but you guys didn't really see it. It wasn't visible. Sorry about that. But then I just added that in so that it makes it more fluffy. Now we're going to work on the base, and I show you guys this a million times. All you need to do is mix your digestive biscuits with your butter, and then you want to press it down into your tin. Mine is 9-inch by the way, and it was perfect for this recipe. Then we are going to scoop 1 cup or 240 grams of our cheesecake batter, and we are just going to combine that with our pumpkin puree mixture, and you just want to mix that really well. And I figured using a really big spatula on a really small bowl wouldn't work, so I switched to this really adorable cute whisk, and I'm just going to mix that together until you can see it's really well combined. And then I'm going to be adding in my pumpkin spice, and this pumpkin spice made the actual cheesecake smell so good. I actually love pumpkin spice so much. So you want to add that in, and if you'd like to see how to make pumpkin spice, the recipe will be in the description box. Now I'm going to be adding in my vanilla plain cheesecake layer, and you just want to pour that in, and then you want to spread that out really well so that it's a nice and even layer. So as you can see, I'm doing my best to spread it out and make sure that there are no uneven sides so that it's very nice and even. And then I'm going to shake that about to make sure it's even once again. And then I'm going to get a tablespoon dollop of my pumpkin cheesecake batter, and I'm going to make swirls using a knife after I've made the dollops. And as you can see, you get this really adorable, cute and nice pattern. It's really just really nice and beautiful. You can make the swirls any way you want. I kind of did it a cross hatching kind of swirly way. It was really cute and cool. And now I've got a really deep pan which allowed my tray to fit, and then I filled it with water which was kind of hot, and then I'm going to be putting it into the oven at 200 degrees Celsius, and this is what you call a water bath. And basically the water will evaporate while you're baking the cheesecake, and it won't let the cheesecake brown since your water doesn't go over 100 degrees Celsius, so it cooks really well, doesn't brown, and it's really cool. I love that method, it's so awesome. So then once your cheesecake is out of the oven, you want to place that onto a cooling rack and let it cool, and once it's cooled you want to place that into the refrigerator overnight. So I actually did this over 2 days and placed it into the refrigerator, and then let that stay in there over the whole night. And once it came out overnight, I took it out of its pan, put it onto a nice serving tray, and here is the finished result. So I did whip up some cream and sugar, and then I dolloped that onto a slice of cheesecake, and it was so good. Sprinkled some cinnamon over that, and that was just fantastic. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys really do try out this recipe, and I will see you guys next time. Have a happy Halloween.